Are you a person that struggles with trying to put a collage together for your slow stitching, your fiber art, or anything else that you want to do like that with this type of thing? You don't know how to layer, you don't know how many elements, you don't know where to place them. Well, let me just show you how I use my method of 7. 7 is what I start with, 7 elements. For instance, I have a piece of batting I'm going to work on. This is my first element. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 things out here. It doesn't mean I will stop with 7, but it means that I will definitely use 7. And my other technique is, and has always turned out to be just exactly right for me, is I work in uneven numbers. So if I put 7 on this and that's not enough for me, I don't go to 8, I go to 9, and then 11, and then 13, or however it goes. I never stop or work with even numbers. Over the many decades I've been doing this, I have always found that odd numbers and elements, whether I'm painting, art journaling, stitching, whatever it is, the odd numbers always make a better composition. Okay, so let me show you how using 7 will get you started. So this is my first piece, and what I'm envisioning here is a little fiber art piece that I can put on one of my pouches for the challenge here at Icky Chic that I'll be making in the future. And I'll just make this up in advance, and then when I get to the right pouch, I'll have something pretty to embellish it with. Just let me get this over the edges kind of evenly. I don't want them to be straight edges, okay? Now, this little cluster is pre-made. This cluster has 7 elements on it. There's 1, 2, 3. Then this piece is 4, and this white piece is 5. The blue here is 6, and you can't see it, but there's a little layer of lace under here that's 7. This was made in the 7-layer technique, okay? Or 7 elements. How do I want to use these? How much do I want to use these? I don't know really yet, but let me just get started. I have a really blank space here that I could utilize that. So we are auditioning pieces in our 7 technique. This is a pretty fiber. I don't know exactly where I might want to use it. I might fold it and add it to the top. Folding it is to give me a finished edge on the top side. This is a very sheer fabric, and it will ravel out very easily. I think I will bring this up and cover that top edge. Okay. Now I'm just playing around. None of this has to be perfect. Remember, all these pieces are auditioning for their place. I don't need to use everything in its full piece either. I like this little bit of texture here. That's sitting on that just a little bit. Fringing over there looks good. Let's just cut this down. Something like that. Or we could center that on there. Just bring it over here. Bring it down a little. I kind of like that. Bring these over. Just kind of showcasing them a little. And then this one can go a little further over. Can actually come into this other piece and be the top of that one right there. Leaving that one alone. Then I could put these two right in there. All right. Now what a cute little piece that makes. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have our 7 elements. For me, 7 is sufficient on this piece, okay? But now when I stitch it, I will decide whether I'll put what kind of stitching I'll use and if I'll use any decorative stitching or anything like that. But probably not. You know me, I'm not too cool on a bunch of decorative stitching. I really like the fabrics to be the focal point. I could put one of these here, or actually both of these right here. That would even be cute. And leave that center open. Or I can move them down like that. Or I can put them both where I had them in the middle. I can corner them. I can do whatever I want to with that. Cute little piece with a little bit of ecru's, blacks, blues. Just a little piece that's collaged with elements of 7. And if you wanted to add more like sequins and beads, that would be 9. Ribbon and more lace, that would be 11. Or however you wanted to do it, but always after 7, add elements in 2 so that you stay in the uneven numbers. I hope that helps you just a little to see and understand a little bit more my method of the Secret 7, and try it out for yourself and see if it works for you. Okay? Until next time, stay scrap happy.